Welcome to Lapis Moon Tarot. This is someone's personal reading. So I will create this reading as though you are sitting right in front of me, and we're going to delve into your energy. We're going to gain clarity over what you're perhaps dealing with right now, the energies around you, get you some advice and a final outcome. So I hope that this reading resonates. I hope that it provides you with the clarity you're looking for, and take the messages that resonate and leave the rest. I'm going to create a Celtic cross. I find Celtic crosses provide the most information when doing personal readings. Okay, much better. All right, the first card will be your personal energy. So what is your energy right now? Princess of Wands. I love that. So exploring your passions, exploring things that bring you joy. This is wand energy. This is fire energy. You could have fire in your chart, so you could be an Aries, Sagittarius, or a Leo, but not necessarily. We all have a fifth house. We all have things that we are passionate about, creative pursuits. And the reason I say that is because she's giving me a dancer vibe. She's giving me very much an artist vibe. And so maybe you've taken up a new form of art, or that you are confident enough to expose yourself at the moment. You're maybe performing, you're putting yourself out on social media. Oh, let's get that off the floor. What is crossing you is the Nine of Pentacles. I love that. So in this case, it's aiding you. The Nine of Pentacles is all about luxury, wealth, having abundance, having your time be your own. In the original tarot, it's a lady who is very affluent. She's walking through her garden and it's in full bloom, and she's surrounded by pentacles. And I kind of love this peacock imagery as well, where it does feel very luxurious, very abundant, very regal. So whatever you've started, whatever passion has inspired you, absolutely continue it. It is definitely divinely inspired, and it feels like it's going to be very abundant for you. So lovely, lovely start to this reading. Let's get your conscious energy. We've got the Emperor in reverse. What that tells me is that because you're a novice perhaps at what you're doing, you don't have the full confidence in your abilities yet, but I believe you'll get there. You know, the Emperor, he is a master over his domain. You know, he is very disciplined over his emotions, over his actions, over his passions. And so, you know, very effective leader. This is divine masculine energy in the physical world. And in the reverse, it usually means, you know, someone who's a tyrant, but I don't get that from your energy. I feel like it's more like you haven't built your confidence yet. You're new at what you're doing. And so I think you'll get there, but you're almost feeling a little bit of like imposter syndrome. Like you don't feel like you're getting, you know, all the accolades, all of the attention that you're getting, you feel like you don't deserve it. But you absolutely do. So don't let your brain, you know, trick you into thinking that what you have going for you here is not the right thing. In your subconscious energy, you have the Five of Cups. You've let go of disappointments. You've let go of really hard emotional moments. The Five of Cups is someone who is very despondent, is very depressed, is, you know, still very hung up on things that haven't worked out for them. But because it's in the reverse, it's like you've moved out of that energy of always looking at the half, you know, the cup half full, at looking at things that didn't work out for you, that might have hurt you emotionally. And I think this passion, this endeavor, this creative pursuit has really helped you process your feelings and move on. Because the more you get good at what you're doing, the more you express yourself from a physical point of view, the more you also heal your emotional body. Like you're someone who needs that, like needs to move their body to understand their feelings, to process them. Because sometimes we don't think about this, but trauma resides in the body, you know, sadness resides in the body. And if you don't shake it out, if you don't move your body, if you stay stagnant, it just kind of festers until it seeps into the physical body, and then it, you know, manifests in a sickness or an illness. And I love that you've, and I don't know if you even are conscious of this because this is in your subconscious, but you've done a lot of healing through your art. I love that. So let's see what is in your recent past. recent past energy. The Princess of Cups. I love that. Definitely coming into this belief that anything is possible. This is a very dreamy card. This is, you've got the moon here. It's understanding your emotional body. It's starting to see how when you attach emotions to a vision, a goal, they manifest more quickly. It's like dream it into being. And so it's diving into, or almost not almost diving. I want to say you're a novice at this because it's a princess, just like the Princess of Wands here. You're starting on your manifestation journey. You've had an awakening, and it's really opened your belief system in understanding that your dreams are powerful, your intuition is powerful, your emotions are powerful. I think that's what's also spurred this healing of not getting hung up on things you no longer have control over or that have happened in the past. And I'm not talking in the toxic positivity way where you kind of mask it over and say, oh, I'm only going to think positive thoughts, I'm only going to have positive feelings. Not in that way. I feel like you truly processed this and you're realizing that you want to live in the higher vibrations. You don't want to be bogged down. You didn't like that feeling of being bogged down by rehashing the past or reliving past pain. Let's see what is in your near future. All the princesses are coming out. Unbelievable. You've got 3 princesses coming through here. Princess of Swords, gaining clarity, understanding that you can pursue any passion. It's kind of like having this thirst. You want to learn everything about what is lighting you up right now. And it could be this art form. It's kind of like the intellectual aspect of this art form is really grab your attention. Maybe you think about it in a different way than others do. You've um, intellectualized it in a different way. And because of that, your understanding of this art form is a lot clearer and you're able to convey it really easily to others in a way they can understand. She feels like she's dancing too. Like this felt like dance to me, and so does this. I almost see like a belly dancer with a sword. um, that's interesting. I've never seen that card in that light before, but it's like movement and emotional clarity, mental clarity. It's all connected for you. This is a very balanced with all the princesses here. I think the only princess we're missing is the Princess of Pentacles, but very youthful energy. And it could be that you're a young person or you feel that way, like you've had a recent, the Fool has come through for you, right? Like a new journey has begun. It was the end of a harder chapter or a different chapter in your life, and now you're starting fresh with this new passion, this new idea, and everything's kind of rejuvenated for you. It's really interesting. Let's see what the advice is. I've got the Nine of Wands in the reverse. Beautiful. Let down your guard. Whatever might have happened with this disappointment, with you feeling like you're not adequate, or if someone made you feel that way, that is in the past. And it's time to put your guard down and let people in. You've done the healing work. And so if it was in the upright, I'd say, like, oh, have your boundaries up, guard yourself. There's a few more battles ahead. But in the reverse, it's kind of like your battles are done, but you still have your guards up. And so let them down for the right people. Not for everyone, but for the right people, especially those who support you, who see what you have to offer, your environment. 3 of Swords in the reverse. You've healed. You've healed a broken heart. You've healed disappointment. 3 of Swords is all about healing, and this was most likely a very close relationship where you felt betrayed, where you felt let down. You had your heart on your sleeve, and that person really hurt you. And I can see that with the 5 of Cups as well. Like there's so much healing happening here in the reverse. So yes, you had your guard up for good reason. You were in a healing mode. You were in a processing mode, and you couldn't take on more drama or more hurt. You were still going through whatever that situation was. And I love that you processed it by pursuing a passion, by opening yourself up to something new that brings you joy, that allows you to be playful and happy again. That's really lovely. Let's see what your hope or fear is. King of Wands. Hmm. This feels like this is somebody in your circle, and he's looking right at you. um, Leo, Sagittarius, or an Aries. Definitely older, masculine energy coming through here. So it could be, someone who identifies as a masculine energy or is more predominantly in their masculine energy. They're very passionate. They're someone who's very charismatic. Like you would be, it's hard not to be attracted to a King of Wands because when they speak, they just, you know, exude this confidence, this passion. They really, what they love, they really love and they pursue it fully. So it makes them a very effective leader because they just kind of inspire you. I feel this is someone who's really established as well. So I feel the hope is, perhaps moving into a relationship with this person. It could also just be a friendship, but they definitely, they've got their eye on you big time. um, what I like is that you're looking forward, but this is in the hope position. So, it's, you're being a little coy about it. Maybe it's also, you still have your guards up. Like you're not looking towards him, but he's definitely noticing you. And it's not like you don't know he's there. It would be hard not to notice a King of Wands. It could just be that you're focused on your craft, on your healing right now. But there's a hope in your heart here for perhaps a relationship. Let's see what the final outcome is. Oh, that's too many. I'm going to keep shuffling. The Chariot. I love that. Riding into victory. Major Arcana coming through here. Taking that victory lap, feeling balanced, feeling victorious, of course. Because of all of the creative energy here, it almost I feel like she's like in a show. Like this is in a big arena. Usually like a victory lap, a chariot would be in a big arena. And the card means, forward motion, victory, success. But to me, in this reading, it almost feels like you get to that outcome where you are confident enough to perform. Like this is in front of an audience. And like I love that, you're gonna soar. Your confidence is at its fullest height. And so you deal with this imposter syndrome. You don't let it hold you back. You develop your craft to the point where you're selling out a stadium. And that, I mean, take it if it resonates. This could also be in the sense of, being a speaker, being a singer, being some kind of artist in front of an audience as well. That's really interesting. I love that for you. Let's get you a little bit more. Okay. Oh, that really flew out. The Temple Path, number 12. This feels very like you're on a spiritual journey, like a spiritual awakening. Um, this artistic endeavor, whatever it might be, it feels very aligned with your soul. Like this is what you came to this earth to do. And so when you're in the temple path, it feels like you're kind of unlocking or awakening to what your purpose was. Like, why did you come to this earth with this artistic endeavor that you're doing? The patience card coming through in the reverse. Have patience with yourself. It's again this feeling like you think you should be like a master at what you do right now, but you've just started. This is, princess energy. This is novice energy. This is page energy. So give yourself patience. Don't rush the process. Like the success, I see it. It's going to come for you. Be gentle with yourself. Oh, I get that off the floor. The thinking woman. That came through as well with this Princess of Swords energy, like diving intellectually into what you do. I almost want to say you get this kind of this clarity about your art form and how you express it. really touches people. That's why I feel like maybe it is written word, maybe it's songwriting, something expressive where you really have like a very unique voice that is very touching. Like people get affected by you. And so poetry, songwriting, maybe even writing a book, it's a melding of art and intellect, very balanced. You might even teach it. Like you'll get to an expertise level and then you'll teach what you've discovered or, created. Kind of love that for you. Let's get you a little bit more. Got two cards, Dust Devil, and in the hand, the universe is your partner. Wow. I love these two cards for you. The Dust Devil really reminds me of Tower energy when it shows up. Kind of like clearing out what you don't need, clearing out what is not on firm foundation, so that only what is in your best and highest good stays. So this could be an indication of something that relates to this relationship breaking down, this, heartache, this betrayal that you went through. It was clearing out a person or persons from your life that were not for your highest and greatest good. They were harmful to your well-being, to your emotional well-being. In the hand. This is so beautiful. I love this card for you. Literally God's hand. So being in a co-creator type energy. And when you are creating your craft, when you're creating your art, that's truly what you're doing. It's kind of like to me a representation that you are a soul that came from a greater being. And just like that being is able to create, you're also able to create into this earth. And what you have to create will really touch others as well because we all recognize it. When someone is being authentic and they have a authentic voice, they have something deeply touching to say, it affects us all, whether it's through music or art or a good book. And so that's you co-creating. That's you tapping into whatever it is your soul came here to do. It's really lovely. Believe it, that God has your back, that the universe has your back. You're absolutely able to do and create what you want in this life. I'm going to get you a little bit more. Perhaps some healing around this imposter syndrome or this feeling that maybe you don't cut it yet or you wish you were further ahead in your art form than you already are. Let's see, a little bit more. Oh, patience. Coming through twice with horsetail. Yeah. Okay. Saturn and Venus coming through here. Discipline and love and beauty. Be gentle with yourself. Understand that the discipline will get you there. What you're applying, the energy you're applying into your art form will get you there. Endurance, steady focus, period of gestation, trust the process, heightened sensitivity. Let's see the guidance. Horsetail teaches us of the power that lies within patience and the endurance gained through the hidden blessings of challenges. There is something good in all seeming failures, and although that might not be clear in the moment, time will reveal it. Trust the process. Remember that stubbornness and willfulness are counterproductive to loosening knots. Instead, like the medicine of the horse, ground to earth's energy as you survive and adapt to changes and hardships on the journey. Horse medicine provides us heightened sensitivity and the purity of trust as essential tools to have while we endure challenges and hardships. You know what I feel now with this Emperor is that you've maybe had some criticism or setbacks that have made you feel like you're an imposter. And I just want to say if that criticism came from someone you don't know or don't trust their judgment or don't, you know, feel like they want the very best for you, to take that judgment and kind of put it to the side because everyone has something to say. Everyone is a critic, right? And especially when you're new with your art, to only trust your own intuition, to trust your own judgment. So, further healing, nourish your temple. Make sure you're taking care of yourself. You're eating nourishing food. You're surrounding yourself with, even with, plants and beauty. Making sure what you're listening to, what you're watching on TV is nourishing to your soul, to your spirit. The people you're surrounding yourself with are like-minded. They're supportive. They're understanding. All of that is very nourishing to all the layers because I see, this is your physical body. There's also your aura, your energetic body, your emotional body. You want to nourish all of it. But what you surround yourself with. Positive affirmations. I love myself. Brave, beautiful. I choose love. Healthy and happy. Worthy and grateful. This could be something that you also, play on YouTube while you're sleeping, while you're working. Have it in a background, like at a low volume, just constantly playing. I feel like that would be helpful. Alone time, very important, especially when we're talking about a creative process. So, this is diving into feminine energy that requires going within, meditating, contemplating. Creation for you, I feel, is very much a solo project. Like you have these visions, this intellect, this insight, this passion that you need to bring forward, and you need alone time. I love that she's by a beach here. Water might be important to you for clearing yourself, walking on the beach barefoot to ground yourself. Yeah, this is very lovely. I hope this has resonated. If it has, send me a like, send me a comment, and subscribe to my channel for more readings like this.